Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the TITQ podcast. My name is Alec, aka the Real Kuya.
My name is Isaac, aka Unlimited Breadsticks, and this is episode 2 of That's the Question, season 2.
You got a lot to say, and that's okay. I just need some time to myself easy.
Alright, Alec, let's start off this podcast right. Let's start with the question that gave us the idea to name this TITQ.
All right.
If you were... Okay, so there's this huge football stadium, and you're placed right smack dab in the middle of the football stadium. There's a timer, and it goes off. Once it hits 0, hundreds of toddlers start swarming you. How long do you think you can last before succumbing to the grimy hands of 5-year-olds?
All right. Well, I think if we were really going to analyze this here, we gotta, for me especially, we gotta analyze what time of year is this. Like, is this summer, spring, winter? Because I get pretty bad allergies, and I can't beat up toddlers if I have, super bad allergies going. You know what I'm saying? It just throws off my focus.
It's like kryptonite.
Yeah, it's like kryptonite. It throws off my focus of beating up as many toddlers as possible. Now, let's say I have probably the least amount of allergies if this was like the winter or the fall. So if it was that time and I was feeling my healthiest, just fresh out the gym or something, I think I could get a good like 15, maybe 17 in before I go down.
All right, that seems fair. I'm not a very muscular or just healthy person in general. I mean, I've gotten better since like 3rd grade. I was really an overweight kid, but I honestly think I could take down 10, and that's it. That's it.
I only think I could possibly take down about 7 more than that, just because I got them long limbs. I can just sniper shot.
Yeah, you have long legs.
Yeah,
I have really short legs. I have short legs for my body, and I have trouble finding pants. And you have trouble finding pants too. So
yeah,
it's a balance,
It's a balance.
It's a balance.
Yeah.
Speaking of beating up kids, I heard a story that I heard a story that Steven Seagal bragged to Gene LaBelle that his martial arts were so good that he couldn't be choked out, and then Gene LaBelle choked out Steven Seagal until he pooped himself.
What, until he shit himself?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Steven Seagal.
Oh man, Steven Seagal. I love his one-liner. I forgot what movie it was from. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take you to the bank, the blood bank." Oh man, that was great.
Oh my god. It's like, I saw an AMA, and an AMA is when celebrities go on the internet and people on the internet ask them questions and they answer. I saw an AMA that Steven Seagal hosted, and everyone in the AMA, AMA stands for Ask Me Anything, but in that thread, everyone just made fun of him because everyone thinks he's a douche. Everyone thinks that Steven Seagal is the biggest jerk.
He looks like a jerk, honestly. Like, he has a very punchable face to me.
Steven Seagal?
Mm-hmm.
Knuckle magnet.
I'd
say... Oh, what are you saying?
Has he had work done on his face, though? Because it kind of looks like it.
I'm not sure.
It honestly really does, but I don't know.
You could look that up later. Speaking of knuckle magnets, when's the next MagCon, Alec?
When's the next MagCon? I'm going to search that up. Let's look at this right now.
Let's rant. We ranted last podcast. Let's rant again. I hate Nash Greer. Nash Greer is the worst. The other Vine boys, I don't care, right? At least some of them.
I mean, they're all terrible. Nash Greer is pretty bad.
Nash Greer, he's a homophobe. His face is Well, honestly, I don't like describing people's faces as punchable, but his face makes me angry. My face makes me angry just looking in the mirror, but his makes me more angry because he's just the things he does, man. The things he does. Him and Jacob Sartorius.
Oh god, dude. Yeah, there's this one clip of Jacob Sartorius where like this girl's like trying to take a picture of him and he's looking down at his phone. It's so rude. People pay money to see this dude.
He couldn't remember 3 names?
He couldn't remember 3 names. We kind of talked about this last one. But Jacob is just ugh.
Can we just rant about Jacob Sartorius every
Let's
podcast?
just rant about Jacob every single podcast.
The Jacob Sartorius podcast with Isaac and Alec. Oh, God.
Yeah, but man, Nash Greer, though, like, I don't know what to say about him that hasn't already been said. He's just a terrible guy.
I don't know. Thankfully, I don't know. I feel like Vine's falling off the map.
I hope it does
Maybe
Except for
it's
King
just me.
Batch. Love King Batch.
Yeah, there are only like
pretty
a
funny.
few Viners I know, and it's like, or that I enjoy. It's like King Batch, Zach King. I think that's the magician guy who does like, he's cool. But other than that, I feel like Vine's kind of falling off the map, and the focus is shifting towards Musically.
Yeah, which is not something I'm happy about either.
You made some Musicallys.
I did.
Did you delete
man.
those off your Instagram?
Oh. I have like 2 on my Instagram, but like
Those were hilarious.
the Minion one.
I really like that one.
The last Minion one got removed like twice.
Do you want to talk about that or no?
Full disclaimer, people are probably gonna think I'm disgusting if you didn't know about this thing already. And I apologize to all the teachers listening to this, Miss Sarah, possibly Miss Jacqueline, all the kids from our school who didn't know that I made this terrible Musically. So I went on a little like spree for about a week, I'd say like a month maybe, of like making Musicallys, but they were like parody Musicallys. I'd like put heavy metal in the background or something like that. Then one day I had a great idea to, create my magnum opus, my final act as a Musically shit poster, if you will. And Isaac, you were there to see the carving, right?
I was there.
Okay. Well,
I think. Okay, just keep going.
I made a Musically sexually abusing a minion from Despicable Me. Our friend Ray gave me a minion that was he gave me a minion doll for my birthday.
Ironically.
And ironically, of course. I don't know if I can describe all this. This is heavily embarrassing,
Look,
but I was sexually abusing a minion. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna.
Can I
go
say
into
more
detail.
about it?
Okay,
or-
sure.
All right. Well, Alec had a sausage, like a hot dog or something, and I don't remember who threw out the idea, but one of us told him to carve it into a penis because we're immature like that. And then he made a Musically where first of all he like abused and tortured the minion doll, and then later in the Musically in the video he ripped like a hole at the bottom of the minion doll and he sodomized it with the phallic sausage.
I shouldn't be laughing if this is bad. I promise. I'm a
Teachers
functioning.
probably hate us. Like,
I don't know how they don't already. We're running this terrible podcast.
we're running this terrible podcast. We're talking about how you sodomized the minion.
It was with the sausage, okay? It doesn't make it more okay. I'd like to apologize, but for like a good week and a half, it was pretty funny.
Also, like, you only posted like three or four, right? You only had like 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, and
music
that
videos.
one got removed from Instagram twice. So that's how you know it was
Okay.
bad. After that, I stopped making musicals. That's a combination of feeling really dirty and just I had created my masterpiece.
Yeah.
That was it. Um,
All your musicals had lotion in them, or
all of them, most of them had lotion.
like it was a disgusting amount of lotion. I don't know, cause you for some reason have like a grotesque obsession with smothering things in lotion. Because I swear to God, you send me Snapchats with you just like rubbing stuff in
I
lotion.
like this is not Alec exposed. All right, chill out, chill with the heat.
All
All
right, I'm
right,
sorry.
chill.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Um, I don't know where this came from, but it was like the beginning of last year. Um, we had this chat, Waffalo. I think we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about it in the podcast before. And I would just send really weird, like, excuse me, I would like draw pentagrams in a notebook and like put stuffed animals in it covered in lotion and just send that to you guys just because it's like I guess for not really shock value but just to like freak you guys out or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it turned into this whole thing where whenever I do that it'd have to have lotion.
It's
Like
like a
it would
running
have
gag.
to.
Ah, gosh, it's
like-
it's like a running gag. You
hmm
just smother things in lotion.
Yeah, man. The classic classic lotion gag.
Anyway, to get off the disgusting,
I apologize. again.
last
sorry.
week I got kind of upset because I took Harry Potter which house are you quizzes.
Oh,
And
rare.
every single one gave me Hufflepuff. And I'm kind of upset about that, but I'm more upset about the fact that I'm upset about being a Hufflepuff. Like it's such a
I mean-
nerdy thing to be upset about.
Yeah.
Like,
But I
it
mean,
doesn't-
do
it
you
doesn't
ever
matter.
honestly, do you ever hear anything about Hufflepuff in that Harry Potter series? Like I'd be pretty mad if I got all Hufflepuff too. I got Gryffindor and Hufflepuff, so that's a little better. But like you don't hear anything about Hufflepuff really.
I mean,
They're just there.
yeah, isn't there a okay, let's stop the ranting. I'm upset. That's the point. Isn't there a new Harry Potter movie coming out? Not
I
this.
think
It's not.
I think so.
It's like
I don't.
yeah, offshoot.
I don't know what it is. I think it's a play. I'm not sure, but
Oh, is it?
I couldn't really tell. It looked like a play, but yeah, a new Harry Potter thing is coming out.
God.
Media or whatever.
What's Daniel Radcliffe up to nowadays?
Well, he too. I saw
yeah, he
that
was in
recently.
Now You See Me Too. That's right.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was a Now You See Me movie. If you've seen the first one, it's
I've
just
never
like
seen the first one.
see. Okay, so basically, Now You See Me is about these 4 magicians who are also criminals,
Okay.
but not criminals because they expose criminals. So it's kind of they're like thieves, but they're like anti-heroes, I guess.
So they're like Robin Hood.
Yeah,
Kinda.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And they go around exposing people who like do injustice to the public. The problem with it is it's a fun movie, you know. The plot's not like super thick, and you don't care about the characters too much. But it's just a fun movie to watch. The thing is though, is that they take it a little too seriously. All right, in Now You See Me Too, the most recent one, Mark Ruffalo. Yes, I have a thing for Mark Ruffalo. Like I just, yeah. Anyways, we're
and
done
Paul
ranting.
Rudd.
Him and Paul Rudd. Except Paul Rudd, I liked him. I have respect for
Ant-Man.
him after Ant-Man, and I'm kind of in the middle with Paul Rudd. But Mark Ruffalo, as a kid, this is the beginning scene of the movie. He's watching his dad, who's a magician, do the like classic breaking out of like a cage or whatever. But he's going to lock himself in a safe, They're gonna drop it into this river, and they're gonna have him, come out of it. You know, just he'll escape the safe. But he doesn't. He dies.
Wait, who
And
dies?
Mark Ruffalo's dad, he
Oh.
dies trying to escape the safe, and then it's like Mark Ruffalo as a kid, he's just trying to, it's like Dad, no, and then you have the classic like people holding him back from like trying to go to his dad to see if he's alive, but I just felt like they took that way too seriously, and I felt like I saw that coming, like oh, he's gonna get stuck in the safe, he's
So this is the
not
beginning
gonna
of the
come
movie,
out.
right?
This is the beginning of the movie.
All right, so not major spoiler.
Yeah, not major spoiler.
All right.
But I don't know, I just feel like they takes themselves like the movie takes itself a little too seriously. Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of stupid that he like died doing that.
All right.
And if he's a professional magician, like I don't know. I know stuff happens, but I just thought that was a little too serious and like, a little goofy.
Well, what'd you rate it? Out of 10.
Like a 7.
All right. That's pretty
Like
good.
the whole series, I guess. I saw the first one a couple years ago, but yeah, like 7.
Would you say the first is better than the second?
Probably.
All right.
Probably.
Isn't Jesse Eisenberg in
Yeah.
those movies?
Yeah, the thing with him though is that like I like him as an actor. It's just after seeing The Social Network, I can't think of him as anything but Mark Zuckerberg. So like even when I was watching like Batman versus Superman, him with the long hair, I can only see like, super chatty, overconfident Mark Zuckerberg from The Social Network.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, me, like a lot of other people who watch Batman vs. Superman, thought that Jesse Eisenberg did not fit as Lex Luthor at all.
No. Mm-mm.
He was too
He did not.
silly. Definitely.
The movie had a lot of potential. It really did.
did.
Like I thought it was so stupid that the only reason Batman doesn't kill Superman. Spoiler, I guess, for those who haven't seen it.
Don't see
Sorry.
it.
Don't see it. It's kind of a waste, but you're better off watching The Dark Knight or something. But the only reason Batman doesn't kill Superman is because their moms are both named Martha.
The moms are both named Martha.
I don't know. I just thought that was kind of dumb, and like
I
was
read.
like-
what is it?
he's like, "Don't kill Martha." It's like, "Why'd you say that name?" And, I don't know.
I read an
Yes.
explanation about that scene that explains why, like because like at face level it's really stupid. Like when you
Mm-hmm.
realize it, but I saw read an explanation about what that scene actually means, and it gives you a deeper insight as to why they actually became friends after that. Because, like you said, when you first see it, it's seriously just like, oh man, both our moms are named Martha. Dude, we're best friends now. We'll stop.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll have to check that out then, because I thought that scene was so stupid.
I'll put it in the description.
All right.
But yeah, dude, comic book like superhero movies are just getting really, really popular.
Mm-hmm.
And they're
Yeah.
really good too. I mean, Batman vs Superman was meh.
It had potential.
I mean, at least it's set up for Justice League. the movie.
Yeah, that I think that was a kind of a problem though, is that they spent too much time setting up for Justice League. But
Yep. Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice League. There's also Civil War.
oh, that was
I didn't
great.
see Civil War, but I heard a lot of good things about
It
it.
was great. You got to watch that. It was a great movie.
Yeah, you liked Spider-Man in that movie.
Yes, Tom Holland was. Oh my God!
Are you ready for Spider-Man: Homecoming?
I am.
Or
I
whatever
am
the
so
new one
ready. I am so ready.
Dude, Childish Gambino. Donald Glover's gonna be in that movie.
Who's he gonna play?
I have no clue, and I think Samuel L. Jackson's also gonna be in.
Oh yeah.
I might be wrong though. But yeah, dude.
I'm
superhero
excited.
Movies we're in the golden age of superhero movies,
Mhm.
kinda right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nothing else to say. Oh, something really interesting happened actually. After we released
Ooh.
an episode last week, we got an email. And let me just read this email to you. Hi, my name's Chris. I just wanted to contact you after seeing your video on YouTube today. This is a promotional ad involving your video getting a whole lot of popularity. First off, you have a lot of potential, and if you look at anyone who's successful at doing what you're doing right now, you'll see that they all have one thing in common. They're all popular and have a huge following on the web. Your pure skill and talent alone won't cut it anymore. If you don't have a strong online presence, how's anyone going to see your work? I've helped numerous undiscovered talent build their fans/exposure, and I would be happy to help with your success as well. My team and I can start getting your view count up starting this week. We have a promotion that you can afford right now, and it will get your view count to over 10,000 plus views within a few days. Real people watching your video. This is the power of the web. Click here to watch our video and learn more. To your success, Chris. Indie Artist Marketing. And when I first saw this email, I got it on my phone, and on mobile, when you read emails, it doesn't have fonts. But when I opened up the email on my web browser, it was in Comic Sans. And I found that really funny. But yeah, it's a scam, right?
Yeah,
we basically decided this.
It was definitely a scam. One, our podcast is not popular, and if it was, we'd be stopped. We'd quit it. We'd be quitting it already, even if it was popular somehow.
Yeah, even if this wasn't a scam, we wouldn't want to get views. Just
Yeah,
because
exactly. And yeah, I don't know. We thought that was pretty funny.
I think. Oh, what was I saying?
No, nothing. I was just saying we thought it was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, he was saying like your pure skill and talent alone won't cut anymore. We're just talking into a couple mics. That's it. I theorized that it was because we put our SoundClouds in the description, but even still, like I don't think I'm like a mediocre musician.
And I have nothing on my SoundCloud.
Oh, that's. I mean, you did, but then you deleted everything.
But I deleted everything because, you know.
You also deleted your EP.
It's private.
Oh, is it?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm not satisfied with it anymore.
All right.
I mean, it never was, but
whatever.
Just put it in the comments if you want to hear it, and I'll just send you the link. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Do whatever you want in the comments. It's not like we have a real fan base anyway.
Exactly. All 2 people who are gonna see this video.
So at the beginning of the podcast, we talked about punting kids. And it reminds me, I have not a lot, but I went to kindergarten with some wacky fellows. Wacky. So I had this friend named Dylan. And I call him my friend, but I hated him. He was a jerk. He would punch me in the crotch a lot. We'd just be sitting like on a beanbag or something, and he would just punch me right there. And he would take my stuff, steal my pencils, throw my stuff like that. And also, we had this chess thing at the kindergarten I went to. The school I went to was from kindergarten to 8th grade, and every recess they held this thing where people get together and play chess. And Dylan and I would go there and play chess, but he always cheated, or he wouldn't even follow the rules, or he would just flip the entire board, and that made me angry because I wanted to actually play chess. Because I don't know, I just wanted to play chess. Ugh, God, man. What are you saying?
Oh, what are you gonna?
I was just saying, like, me and him got in trouble once for going off campus, and 2 like middle schoolers came and talked to us about it. They were pretty chill. I mean, I really had no other friends in kindergarten other than this girl named Ikjot and little Asian kid named Nick. But we could get to Nick later. What were you gonna say?
I had this friend named Markel. He hit me in the crotch for a magnet on the monkey bars one time. That hurt.
Ooh.
I don't know why I stayed his friend. He also, while I was just doing my business in the bathroom, just trying to empty my waste like everybody else, he peeks over the stall, and then he's like laughing at me with his other friends. And then I open the stall to tell him, "Hey, I'm gonna tell the teacher." So his response is like sock me in the stomach, and I'm like laying down there on the bathroom floor
Jeez.
until I get my air back. Yeah, he was a terrible kid. I don't know why I was friends with him. I kept forgiving him for some reason, but
You had some crazy
I did.
kindergarten
I
first
have
grade
some-
experience.
Whew. I didn't go to school with the best people.
Do you want to talk about that time with the girl and you were laying under the beanbag? Or we don't have to, but
Oh man,
but you can.
I can't even remember what I told you. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know how I told you because I've told it in so many different ways. But I mean, tell me if I'm missing something because I try to forget about this. So, from what I remember is I was like laying under the beanbags at my preschool with my shirt off for some reason
'Cause it
one
was
time,
hot.
just because it was kind of hot, and this girl comes up and joins me, and I forgot. Sorry, what did I tell you? Because I can barely remember this now for some reason.
You said this girl, her nose was always dripping or something.
Right. She had like crusted mucus on her nose, and it was like dripping, like all on her lip. It was disgusting. It was, ugh.
And she liked you or something.
And she liked me, and yeah, it was really weird. So I just kind of like, she was like she like turned to me, and I think she was like, "Hey," it was really weird. So I just kind of left her at the beanbag.
Didn't she take her shirt off too?
Oh, right, yeah, she did too. That made me really uncomfortable. So, like I said, I just left her there. I think actually she like told the teacher, which doesn't make any sense, but
Oh god.
yeah, it was weird. It's really. I also had a lot of blood incidences in preschool. It's really, like, there was this one time where I like there's like this kind of platform sort of thing that landed into off of that, hit my head on the beanbags, but somehow I got a nosebleed. But that didn't really make any sense. There was other situation that was really gross. Like, ugh.
My favorite stories that you told were the Chronicles of Dandruff Kid.
Oh, Dandruff Kid. Ooh.
Dude, those are hilarious.
Oh man, this kid was something else. Like, oh my god. Okay, so I used to go to Sunday school at a place in San Francisco. This place called Temple Baptist, and I would go to Sunday school. And my mom would, attend the regular service and whatnot. And I would go there, and there would be this kid who was afraid of his own dandruff. And he would often ask the teacher like questions like, he would often ask the teacher, it was like, did God let the devil give me dandruff so I go to hell, or just random stuff like that. And his solution eventually was to eat his dandruff so it wasn't like on his shoulder all the time and people couldn't see it. So I'd often see him picking at his shoulder, trying to eat his dandruff and hide it, and like he'd like pick it out of his hair, and it was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. He was so like scared of his dandruff. It was amazing. I didn't.
Oh gosh.
I just don't know how to explain it. And like one time I think where like I used to make fun of him with some of the friends I made in preschool or in Sunday school. And there was this one thing where I think I forgot like my toy at Sunday school, so I went back up there and I heard him talking to the teacher and he was asking like it was like, well, he was like, "Teacher, um yeah, I've been trying to pray to God to get rid of my dandruff, but he hasn't answered my prayers." And like that, I just listening to the teacher try to explain to him that dandruff was dangerous was hilarious because he'd be like, "No, no, I'm serious. It's scary. I I have to eat it to hide it away,
Oh my god.
so it won't get me." And then I heard all this, and then like I started and I was like eavesdropping on them this day, and I started like going like like that, and I think the teacher and dandruff kid heard me, and so I like sprinted
Did you
down.
bolt?
Yeah, I bolted, man, because as they were, it was like I heard dandruff kid say, "What was that?" And then I just sprinted, and um like I was super paranoid that they knew that I heard all that, so I avoided him for so long, and eventually like he left the church because so many people were making fun of him for being afraid of his dandruff. So I felt really bad after that. But that was weird. It was a weird time.
Bullying is bad, folks.
Bullying is very bad. A kid
Yeah.
who's afraid of their dandruff, don't be me.
Yeah, don't be Alec. Yeah, I never saw anything crazy like that. The craziest thing I saw was Nick's penis. Okay, so
Oh
it
man,
was.
I love this story. For
I
some
tell the
reason.
story a lot. But I haven't told this on the podcast. So I was in kindergarten. It was our kindergarten or first grade, probably kindergarten, and it was a cold, gray morning, and we weren't doing anything. So our teacher, Miss Duke, she decided, hey, let's just the kindergartners, let's take them out onto the playground. And no one else was there. I think the older kids were out on a field trip or something. And it was just us kindergartners. And I was just, playing around on the jungle gym. And there were two girls who were on the slide, at the top of the slide. And my friend, Nick, he's white, or he's Asian, but he's a light Asian, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Very light skinned. And he was hiding behind the slide. And these two girls go down the slide. And right when they reach the end, Nick jumps out from behind the slide and flashes his penis to them. And I see it too. And I think a lot of other people saw it too. And he kind of hollered. He was like, "Yeah!" when he flashed it. And he, I'm telling you, he was really, really white that day for some reason. It was like he was glowing, right? I don't know. It was a gray day. It was, it was bad weather. Everything else was gray. Nick and his member were glowing, kind of. And I saw it flash of white, and I turned
Flash
away,
of white.
and I just go,
Saw a flash of white.
No, like he
And he
hollered.
was gone just like that.
he hollered. He was like, "Ah!" And then he just kind of pulled his pants back up and then just ran around the playground. I kind of feel bad for those girls. I feel bad for those girls.
I like how there's no hang time there. He just gets his point across.
The worst part is I
gets
think
the
he
job
did that.
done.
The worst part is I think he did that multiple times.
Oh jeez.
That was just the one that the event that I just described was the only one that I saw, but I'm pretty sure he did that multiple times because he kept hiding under the slide after that. Oh, Nick. But yeah, I don't.
Hey man.
Sometimes I wonder where the people that I knew in kindergarten and first grade, or where they are now, because I moved
Yeah.
when I was 7, and so I only knew those people for like a year or two.
Most of the people that I went to school with are, I mean, I would like to know this for the people in preschool because I haven't seen them for so many years. But most of the people I went to school with go to this middle school called Bret Hart, and I have
Yeah,
some connections there, so I could talk to them anytime I wanted to, but they weren't the most pleasant people, so I don't know.
yeah. All right. Well, I
Yeah,
think that's it.
yeah, I guess that's today's podcast.
A lot of ranting.
A lot of ranting, a lot of
We gotta stop the ranting, man.
Yeah.
We gotta stop.
yeah. I don't want this to become like
It's
the
too negative.
the only outlet for our complaints.
I know.
But yeah. If you
Right.
if you enjoyed, leave a comment, leave a like, ask questions. It's called That Is the Question. We have no questions, so yeah. Instagram links, description.
I'll take care
Follow
of all of that.
follow us if you genuinely care. And yeah, I'm Alec, aka the Real Kuya.
I'm Isaac, aka Unlimited Breadsticks, and this was. Oh wait, and will we be back next week?
Hey, there you go.
That is the question.
Hey,
All right, see you guys.
see ya.